Another busy night in Hanoi as people gather for an evening performance at the Puppet Theatre. But this is water puppetry. With its beautiful floating stage, wooden puppets, lights and music, the Vietnamese Thang Long Water Puppet Theatre is set to become one of the main cultural attractions in the Vietnamese capital, Hanoi. Audiences are welcome to the water puppet world, getting a short but lively glimpse of the way of life of the Vietnamese through the actors and actresses, or puppeteers, who stand behind the curtain. Accompanied by live traditional songs and a band, the presentation portrays 18 episodes featuring scenes like the Four Dragons dance, work in the fields, fishing and buffalo fighting. Vietnamese history is shrouded in myths and legends, and audiences can enjoy them through the lively and dynamic water puppet performance. The age-old craft of water puppetry was a traditional Vietnamese art form created and performed by peasant farmers in the Red River Delta in northern Vietnam as early as the 11th century. And at this village, Dao Tak, about 35 kilometres from the centre of Hanoi, all villagers believe that their ancestors brought the art form to them around 350 years ago. They remember that during the country's war against French colonialism, puppet shows could only take place at village festivals or at receptions for colonial government officials. Most of the puppeteers are farmers who have devoted their life to the water puppet arts and now want to pass it on as an inheritance to future generations. In Dao Tak village, the older generation is now teaching their sons how to preserve water puppet art. Around 16 local youngsters now are being taught puppet performing skills. They are eager to learn how to use colourful wooden figures attached to long bamboo poles attached to wooden planks. These figurines are then gracefully manoeuvred on the surface of the water by puppeteers. Unlike other puppet forms in Asia which have injected their repertoire with modern stories, social messages or newer equipment, water puppetry remains true to the original version. It tells different stories, each depicting the daily life, hopes and fears of ordinary Vietnamese folk which have been preserved for many generations. The Dao Tak's young puppeteers spend long hours practicing and perform for free. Performers say they gain confidence from the previous generations who have performed this age-old art. It's time for the youngsters to show their talent. From behind a bamboo curtain, 6 puppeteers and 2 assistants manipulate the puppets, with the water in the village's pond as the stage. It's about a normal day of a farmer on the rice field with his buffalo. Suddenly, a grinning tiger appears and splashes through the water, grabs the buffalo from a helpless farmer. But a hero appears on time to fight the tiger. Young puppeteers try to show their abilities by controlling their puppets silently in deep water behind the bamboo screen. And having water on the stage makes the tug-of-war between the tiger and the hero look more realistic and dramatic. Eventually, the hero cuts the tiger's head off. Thang Long Troupe first performed overseas in 1992. Today its reputation is worldwide and the troupe receives many invitations from around the world. The troupe performs overseas every year with more than 500 shows abroad. Water puppetry, the ancient art form, now has new audiences and can survive almost unchanged. Many people think that it will live forever and is like a mirror that reflects the people's daily lives. At the end of the show, amidst the applause of the audience who are mostly foreigners, all the puppeteers turn up on stage to take a bow.